Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Dishonored. In the last episode, we went around, met the Outsider, got his brand, got this heart that seems to still be glitched in some capacity. I wonder if that's an option thing. This is something that I just thought of, and really didn't get anything done. Yeah, okay. So the heart is just glitched, which is unfortunate because, you know, the whole point of the heart is to be able to hear the secrets. Yeah.
Did you do that?
Yes, I did. I'm a chaos gremlin. Man. Ow. My shins. Ah! Anyway, so we've been contracted to go after what was his name? High Lord Campbell or some shit. Yeah, he has a religious sect following him. So subsequently, he is going to be a bit of a problem going forward. We also got... Wait, what the fuck do you... What the fuck? Huh? Weird. But okay, yeah. That's pretty much it, actually, as far as things go.
There you go. Just give the signal.
Let's go, Samuel. Yeah, so pretty much we got nothing done. We went around, we explored the Hound's Pit pub, bought a a whalebone thingy, that let us go and do that. To get the slow time, which I'm going to abuse the ever-living shit out of. Like, legitimately.
It'll be a rough trip. Used to be to go straight up Clavering Boulevard, but now it's not so easy. Half the city's dead of the plague. The other half's fighting over what's left. City Watch still holds the bigger streets, and they've set up those wall of light checkpoints. Man walks through one of those and he ends up burned to a crisp. Everything not controlled by the City Watch is gang territory. And there are the real odd birds living on the fringes like that Granny Rags. They say she's nuts. Don't know which is worse. Just take your pick.
Yeah, he's more or less right. I'm not stealing his food. That's all his. Okay. Now we must be careful. Arthur's note. Dearest Gwen, the city is going to burn. I've sold everything, so there is nothing for me here now except you. I'll wait for you where Clavering Boulevard crumbles into the water where we used to meet. We'll take the money I've made and bribe our way onto a passing whale ship. I won't leave without you, and if you won't come, I'd rather be rat food. Love, Arthur.
Keep him in the boat. Canal's got enough shit in it as it is.
Shh. Sorry, you.
What is it? I think that last one was moving. What? Yeah, the little one.
Oh, I thought they saw me for a second. I got worried.
Keep working.
Well, he ain't moving no
Alright,
more.
so what that note implies is that this is Clavering Boulevard, this little weird bridge thing. Now there are, very unfortunately, what are they called? Those hagfish? Yeah, those are just around. Casually. Okay. We're starting this off with a bit of fun, I see. I'm gonna do the safe thing. And we will find... Oh. This, I believe it is implied that this is supposed to be Arthur. Yeah. Or Darren What? Yeah, Darren loves Gwen. So Arthur just, what the fuck? Ah, so there was a weird love triangle going on, I imagine. Actually, you know what? That clock tower, I think we go there later. Alright, I think that's the Granny Rags one. Yeah. Alright. Now, let's see if we can get back without any trouble. I swear to God, if I have to go through and kill a bunch of guards, I will kill a bunch of guards. I'm glad I equipped that, what is it? The breathing one. The water breathing. I will also say there's I think in this game specifically, there is a trophy from... There's a trophy that I will never be able to get just based on conditional set. And it's something like... Transfer between... Ooh, copper wire. And a fish. Transfer between a rat to a fish to something else, no, to a hound to a person. And by the state due to contamination. Barrow's Barbershop and Surgery, the Duke and Dancer Ale House, Merritt's Printing Firm, Pennyworth's Tack and Saddle Emporium, and the Smoke Street Dice Hall. Hello, stranger. Those are all essentially things that I can't do because I don't use possession for shit. It's not a useful skill, it's not really worth my while.
Granny, 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 come out with me and...
Okay, well, I think that's supposed to be Granny Rags. She's not so mad, but more magical?
I told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never listen. Dear? Is that you, my dear husband? My eyes aren't what they used to be. Have you seen my little birdies? The dear things must be starving without their granny. Here, birdies. Here. Oh, my, my, my. I think I have gentlemen callers again, but not the way I used to, not the nice ones. I hear them, and they're not very polite ones either. Granny Rags, let us in. Oh, well, they'll go away again if they know what's good for them. But what a bother. Here's the key to the front door, love. You'll see to those ruffians, won't you?
Okay.
I think the little babies are sad today.
You know what? Getting I think this is gonna be like a hit contract essentially. Perfect time to execute deer. Yeah. And that's how I do things. Always. It's easier to just go around and knock people out. But equally due to the, yeah, because there's more or less you can actually get yourself, at least replenish most of the ones you lose, because they will always be there. Those sleeping darts, that is, they will always be there on that chair.
I think the little birdies are sad today.
I don't know what little birds you're talking about, Granny. But yeah, no, it's super easy. If you choose to get that early on, you can just knock them out super fast.
Oh, my dear. I
So
knew
Piero's
you'd
paying
help
for
me with
branding
this
on his little
manic
spiritual
business.
remedy?
My brave man. Listen, Granny has a birthday present for you. I got it from the outsider, and now I'm giving it to you. Go on. It's upstairs. On the vanity. I think you'll cut a nice figure with it. Remember how we used to dance? Our parties were even grander than those at the Boyle Manor. Everyone wanted to come.
I don't really know the lore of her.
I think the little birdies are...
I'll have to read up on it so I can become more familiar with her later on the line.
I hope you like the little gift I got for you. It's the least I could do for turning those louts away. I can't bear these Bottle Street children. Ruffians, every last one of them. Rotten apples. And that Slackjaw is the worst lot. You know what I just thought of? You could do something else for me. Another little favor. And I'd give you another present. Another lovely rune carved from the bones of a dead whale. Do you remember my doctor, dear? Dr. Galvani? Now there was a clever man. He's got all sorts of nasty rat guts and disease in his laboratory. Wouldn't it be a shame if some of that mess found its way into the Bottle Street Gang's elixir still? That'd teach him. See to it, dear. I'll find you another present just like the first. Galvani lives on Clavering Boulevard, or at least he used to. Those were the days. Now run off. My baby birdies are hungry. So precious.
Okay. Oh, that's nice that we've been given a new task. Hang on, let me check something. Move it, lady. I can knock her unconscious. I love that.
Granny, 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 come out with me and
Oh, I can.
Granny.
Okay, so that door usually is locked. You can actually go by and open it after her first little task.
Be careful, Corvo. They call her Granny Rags. You wouldn't recognize her real name, or even the name of her family, but an emperor begged for her hand once, and rich young men fought each other for her favor. I watched her consider them all, measure their worth, and find them wanting. Then, she made a different choice. You're on your way to face the High Overseer, the leader of a great cult dedicated to loathing me. What will you do, I wonder?
Okay. Well, a little bit of lore there for her. She would...
Out.
Oh. Okay, She just told us to get out. Okay, I'll leave. That really has no bearing on what we do for her ultimately. There's something around here, I know. Wait for that to come back. There we go. Lookout's orders. Plant your ass on the roof and watch the street. See who comes to the almshouse and see if that old lady knows anything. She's blind. Maybe she heard something. Slackjaw. Okay, so that's why he... There's bolts. Huh. Yeah, okay, that's... Well, it makes sense on why Slackjaw had interest in her. To be fair, though, there's not really a whole lot that's interesting about this old lady.
Unreported deaths are a punishable offense.
Okay, well, there's really nothing over here. It's interesting, though. I have to wonder what Slackjaw was actually looking into at the time. Oh, there's all these tools sitting in here. Maybe it has something to do with the assassins, like Dowd and his crew. Probably. There's nothing too special. that, and then there's that. Mother's Journal. Pause if you want to read that. Oh. That was funny little accent there. I'm trying to be all stealthy and shit. Ow. Hit my wrist on my desk. Trying to be all stealthy and shit to have a little bit of fun with this. There we go.
I owe you, brother. I won't ask about the mask. I wouldn't want my face seen either, pulling a stunt like that. You know what? I'll return the favor. Come by Griff's shop. That's my business. Well, it was, at one time, but now I'm reduced to scavenging things from here and there as the city dies. If you need anything, I wouldn't mind trading for a little money. Maybe someday the plague will blow over and everything will go back to normal. But until then, it's scavenging for me.
Sounds about right. So, Griff, I think that's his name. We're just going to call him Griff. Griff's essentially, again, there's a 167. He is basically going to be our in-the-field market dealer. Everything he sells is at an upcharged price, so basically any money we find. Charm. Potions give a little bit more health and throw items. Okay. And a book on bone charms. So yeah, pretty much everything he sells is at an upcharged price, which really, really sucks because it's like 100 coins for... 100 coins for one sleep dart. Like, that's a bit of a rip, I'd say. Yeah, they ain't gonna find shit outside of those little dealies there.
Want to look at some of the things I found? Good prices, I swear.
Good prices, yeah. Yeah, it's... Yeah, I was right. It's 100 for sleep darts, 50 for bolts, 50 for bullets, 200 for Sokolov's elixir, and if you really want, you can buy the formula and give it to Piero so he can actually make more. Typically, the only thing I'm going to need really is the lens. And
Looking for something special?
yeah, because that'll give me an increased view. Okay, put that on. Get those extra bolts. We're going to need them, like, actually quite heavily pretty soon. I don't want to know about that skewer. Okay. Oh, wait, no. I do need them, not for that section yet, but soon.
Stupid guts.
So, yeah, as, I forget who it was saying, I think it was Samuel, the guards really do just have this entire section, like this entire main road blocked off. 2 walls of lights, one on each side. You can disable walls of lights and other electronics. Are they technically electronics? No, the wall of lights at least electrical. But you can disable all the other ones by just removing the... I really need to charge myself up again. I didn't think I was that low.
Let me know if you want to gamble on the hounds again.
God, I keep sidetracking my own thought process. But yeah, you can disable any electronics or that by either using a rewiring tool, which is super useful. They don't come up very often because they're very much a situational use. Like if you use it on a wall of light, it turns it from hostile against you to hostile against the city watch, which is typically what you want. Walls increases vision. Representations of sound that also make you visible. Increase the field of vision, sound. See useful objects. Okay, well, I don't need dark vision I don't need that level of dark vision just yet. But what I do need to do is I need to,
Wait, did you touch the door handle to Dr. Galvani's lab?
Yeah.
okay. Now we have to be quick about this, because I think that's all the guards. We'll just pile up their bodies in here and hope for the best. I don't quite know how long the potency on the sleep dart is. But I do believe in the last one we actually upgraded it, so that way it's a bit more... I'll have to go find the Galvani pantry key. It's probably on the 3rd floor. Most things of value are usually distributed through the 2 upper floors. Just double check. I actually didn't read what key I picked up. Okay, so we got the front door and the building key. A book. Travels to Pandysia. Oh yeah, that's a Sokolov book. Pandysia, I believe, is like the Wildlands, and air quotes on the word wild. Because everything that I've heard, like everything I understand about the game is coming from a very loose understanding of things. Mostly because I haven't like done a lot of reading or research into the series as a whole. I will just take everything and anything that isn't nailed down if possible. But basically, the general idea... Oh, you've been invited to a soiree at the Boyle Estate on the 28th day of the 7th month in the March of the High Cold. It's the day I met Anton Sokolov at the Academy. Why would I tarnish the anniversary of such an important day of my life by licking aristocrat's boots? I have no time for fools. I will be solving the riddles of this plague. Perhaps I will raise a cup of Tivian Red. Oh. Very nice of him to consider that. Be like, oh yes, my special day. Right. Anyway. But yeah, it's basically like a land, like, I call it a wildlands because it's really not. Sure. We're good. I call it a wildlands because it's really like not a lot is particularly known about it. Which is kind of funny and also kind of sad that they don't do more expeditions to the wild, to this continent. 287. Remember, 287 for the safe downstairs. Take those rat guts. Ugh, God, I hate this. I feel anxiety in this moment because it's like I'm skulking around in the hopes that I don't get caught. And I know I should be fine. I've knocked everybody else unconscious. Also, it's kind of funny that he's just got all these rats running around. 287. 287. Again, I said this before, and I'll say it again. I hate the lock combination, because if you miss it by just a little bit, you completely miss the turnstile for it. Alright, really quick. I think if we come back later, we might be able to find a rune of some sort, but I think I'm confusing it with another office. Hang on. I think there was something I missed in the upstairs. I'm doing this a lot, mostly based on just like impulse of like, maybe I missed something. I should go back and check in the lab. Yep, spring razors. They tear your enemies to shreds. Ah, I was right.
Obviously, the plague rat is distinct from the ordinary rat, but in what respect? Its size and the coarseness of its fur, and I believe in intelligence, although the experiments there are not complete. Coriander's zoological survey describes only the ordinary rat, which means plague rats have only been here for 5 or 7 years at most. This was not a gradual migration. Could they have been introduced on purpose? Perhaps by a foreign power.
Well, that's something important to remember for later, just in case. Because I think there's something I can... Oh. I thought that was something I can collect and sell. I was wrong. I can't remember if this is true or not, but I think the plague rat was introduced by the Spy Master at one point. Do I have the pantry key? Nope. Alright, we're good to go. Can't really do anything. But yeah, there's like... I can't remember if this is just a theory or it's confirmed, but the high overseer not Campbell, the royal spy master, whatever his name is, because I genuinely don't know it. I believe he had somebody go off to one of wherever the continent that this plague rat comes from, and introduced into the local populace, creating the plague epidemic, so that he can oust the queen. But she was actually kind of like having a pretty good go of it. I don't really know how you have a good go of it for dealing with plague rats and that, but she was handling it fairly well, apparently. There we go. And subsequently, that's kind of how I think we wound up at the oh, what is it called? We wound up with the assassination plot.
Down ain't no ordinary man. Touched by the outsider he is, given dark powers. He can slit your throat across the room.
Well, that'd give him a leg up for sure.
It's no coincidence that most men won't even whisper his name.
Is it true that he lives in the flooded district? With them weepers and wild hounds?
That's what they say. Perfect place for a paid killer to hide.
Well, I wasn't exactly expecting to hear word about Dowd. Oh. Well, I'm not one to use explosives unless, like, I absolutely need to go loud. Let's move these guys over really quick. I don't want to get spotted because one of their bodies just happened to be hanging out in the wrong place. I better find enough money to get all my stuff back. Otherwise, I'll be kind of upset about having to waste all my... Why does it keep putting me back on the grenade? Whatever. Oh, thank God. Felix, their black market. Right, there we go. There we go. A second. There we go. Now, I am not so quick in my,
Don't be sour.
You won't hear a word. Okay, that should keep us safe for the moment. Okay. I'm going to have to remember to come back here later for a specific reason. Well, the specific reason is really just, there will be... What the hell am I trying to say? There will be a point where I have to come back here. I just don't remember how long it'll be. 1 part Silk Love Elixir, 1 part beach gum paste, 2 parts sugar water. That's it. The more of the real shit you cut in, the less there is spread around, and the less coin I can make. Yeah, you know what? That's fair. I never realized I could just do that, which is kind of funny. Thinking about it. Because normally I would sit there, fuck with the wheel, try to get in, fail a few times, and just be like, alright, well, whatever. That. Hand grenade. Oh, at least I won't know what got in and took their shit from their storeroom.
Some kind of machinery. Then a woman laughing, just laughing and laughing. Then music, a kind of plinky plonky sound. That was
You sure he wasn't drunk?
says he still hears it at night. He never did find his brother.
There we go.
That's an East Slender, Rodney. Okay, I got one for you.
Well, give it.
Nobleman.
Oh, I can actually just reach it. Huh. I was not expecting to be able to just get to it. Alright. Dumbass. Alright. So, right now, where is the thingy? There it is. Create the bootlegged elixir. Now, in this instance, you can actually still make the bootlegged elixir, but you know, I can't make it anymore, so we're just gonna plop that in. So basically, if you're getting into a lot of combat, you can easily just more or less, you can just knock it out. Just restock yourself, make sure you're all good. We'll drop them in here. Okay. So now we have to get out of here without being seen. Granted, there's not really like a whole mess of things that can happen if you do get caught. If you get caught, you get caught. That's like... Okay, good. And the fools were none the wiser. They'll drink their own contaminated Oh, I did that just to make sure I didn't get caught. Oh, he didn't even get alerted at it, so more or less that was just a pointless action of panic. Suckers. Okay. Yes. Got out safe and sound. Well, we'll go turn this into Granny Rags, and we'll call the episode here because we're running a little long. How many more do I got 4 doses, so I gotta blow 600 coin. Of course I do. Alright, Mrs. Rags.
Put the crackers on the right side of the tray. I
Huh?
knew you wouldn't disappoint me. Now I can stroll along the waterfront in peace. And don't think I've forgotten your little gift. Go on upstairs, dear one.
Okie dokie. Alright. I think that's the last one for the next little while from her, at least. Alright. Just need... I really don't plan on getting in too many fights at the moment, so... Start with Shadow Kill. That way, just in case, if I run out of... Oh. Okay. But as I was saying, sorry, I had to got called away for a second there. Nothing better than a little bit of health. So we are gonna call the rest of this episode here. Something about crackers? Did I just read that right? Whatever. So thank you everybody so much for tuning in today. It means a lot that you guys stop in, see what I was up to. And if you'd like to keep up with this and get notifications, hit the bell, like, comment, subscribe, all that. Your engagement helps us reach other ooh, what the fuck? Reach new viewers. And
Don't do that. Stop it.
What do you want? I didn't do shit, Griff. Anyways, yeah, that do all that engagement and whatnot. And if you want to see more of me, I also stream on Twitch, and I post clips from said streams on TikTok, both at the same username as you see here. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.